celebrity drama?
Drew Sidora, they're giving the vibes as if she's dating Portia's ex.
Oh my God.
Check. Music, movies, and viral moments.
Gabrielle Union came out and said that she was doing 50-50 with Dwayne Wade. I have that audio just in case you didn't remember, so let's listen to that.
Check. Exclusives. Come on, y'all. Y'all know I got that over here.
Whatever Loren says, Lord, yeah.
The show with all the hot takes, zero filter. Welcome to The Latest with Loren LoRosa. I'm Loren LoRosa, and I'm going to be bringing you guys where pop culture meets personalities. And over here, baby, we are doing all the things. Give me my tens, because we're going to have a good time.
All right, y'all. Let's clap it up. Let's start the show. I have two guests with me today, and for everybody on the video side, you're actually going to be able to see the guests, because that's another thing. They'd be like, we want to see the guests. We want to see the guests.
Okay.
Y'all, my audience is very needy, and I'm not mad at them about that. I'm really not, because I think what I want them to feel and experience when they come to this show is high level, fulfilling every need, getting every detail. You know what I'm saying? So like, y'all can be a little bit needy, but like, relax, okay? We're figuring it out in real time. By the time you're watching this podcast episode or listening to it, I will have a vlog up on my YouTube channel of the behind the scenes from the Black Effect Podcast Network Festival and from this episode today.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. So let's get started. Proper intro. Hey, y'all, what's up? I'm Loren LoRosa. This is The Latest with Loren LoRosa. I'm the homegirl that knows a bit about everything and everybody. And today, as always, I got your daily dig on everything pop culture. All the conversations that shake the room. And joining me to do so,
Yes.
TaylorMade It is back.
Hi, y'all.
Taylor Hayes. Do you go by that or do you?
No, Taylor
Sorry,
Hayes.
shoot. Okay. TaylorMade It is back. My lovely podcast producer and baby PJ.
Yes.
Wow.
And Los.
A whole baby on the way is crazy.
What you got?
Congratulations.
She got PJ.
I got babies every day.
Okay. You making babies every day.
No, I just got some.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, this is Los. So Los, introduce yourself to the audience.
I'm Carlos Polk from Baltimore, Maryland. What up to everybody?
I never call him Carlos what?
Carlos Polk.
Polk?
It's Scottish,
That's your
yeah.
last name for
Scottish?
Yep, I'm Scottish.
I never knew your last
Black
name.
man.
I call him Darius.
Darius.
Yeah, she called me Darius.
Y'all,
from,
why Taylor in here just be making stuff up? Darius? Why?
You see the show Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yes,
He
but I
not-
don't remember it.
He don't act like Darius?
I don't remember it fully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all will see, I promise you at the end of the show why.
Probably within the first 2 minutes. Should have got.
Well, yeah. So tell the people what you do.
Okay, so I'm a videographer, photographer, creative director. I produce, I write, I do set design, and I'm a father of 2.
Yay.
Yeah, I just added that in there. That's dope.
Okay, baby daddy.
Not baby daddy.
Father.
Father God.
Okay. So today on the show, since I have my two guests joining me, and y'all see that, like, you know, it's set up for us to have conversation.
Yeah.
Ask me questions, hop on in with things. Let's get on into it with the check-in.
Back on the grind.
Okay, so Los, this is your first time. What?
The check-in, that's fire.
Yeah, we do a check-in.
Yeah.
So the theory behind the check-in is, and I think for all of us, because we all like hustle, we all out here grinding, is it's like the behind the scenes of the grind. Like, people don't ever ask you like, yo, you okay? It's like what you do or what you've been doing, or yo, I'm so proud of you. But it's never like, yo, are you okay? And like, really, are you okay? So we do a behind the scenes of the grind check-in. We'll actually let you go first since you're new.
For real?
Yes. How are you? And it can't be like a BS answer. It has to be, use one word to describe it, and then you can tell us why you use that one word.
I'm momentous. And
Yeah.
I'm extremely momentous.
Oh my God.
I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm curious. I'm feeling good. I'm originally from Baltimore. There's a lot of like crazy shit going on back home.
Yeah.
And it felt good to be in a New York scene and riding a bike and feeling good about riding a bike through the city. You know, Brooklyn got the trees out.
Baby,
so
Brooklyn just got them trees, because the trees that they had, they
before they was just like, oh, this bitch. Oh, I'm out here.
yeah, them trees was like being smoked and shot at. But okay, I'm happy now that you can ride a bike, a city bike, through Brooklyn.
Shot at.
Brooklyn was a little crazy.
Over
The gentrification, what I'm saying is,
yes.
you talking about you escaped from Baltimore, Brooklyn.
It feel good in Brooklyn. I'm not gonna lie. It's a great place.
Taylor, you live in Brooklyn too, right?
I used to. I'm in
Okay.
Jersey now, but
Oh, yeah.
Brooklyn.
Taylor is, I'm so happy. Taylor has a family. She's in Jersey. She's with her husband. They got baby PJ on the way.
Wow. That's dope. Congratulations to you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you be riding your bike in Brooklyn, so you feeling good.
Yeah.
Do you feel like or do you ever feel like you look up, you riding a bike, fresh air, you here with us every day at the Breakfast Club, 'cause
Yeah.
you shoot Justice content.
For
Are
sure.
you ever just like, man, like I didn't know where things would go at one point?
Honestly, I feel like I never know. So that's why I say I'm curious.
Yeah.
I almost don't accept anything for being what it is. I'll be like, this could change tomorrow.
Got you.
So I'll be like,
That's our world though. That's how it works in our
yeah.
industry.
So I am grateful. I think the number one thing I think is like, I'm grateful that God gave me my POV. So I don't limit things to a certain situation. Like, oh, this situation is good.
Yeah.
But,
I love that. I'm
Yeah.
grateful that God gave me my POV. I might gotta tweet that. We be doing some we got a segment where we take things to like X and social media.
yeah.
I might need to figure out that. But okay, baby,
fine.
PJ and Taylor, how you feeling today?
I think I said it last time, but productive, overwhelmingly productive. It's always something I gotta do. But I'm not upset or anything about it. It's just sometimes the timing, like time constraints.
Figuring out like
Yeah.
schedules and all
But
that
the
stuff.
schedule always changes. But I'm thankful for even having
Yeah.
that. So
Are you anticipating like when you get into your mom life, like how everything is going to adjust schedule wise for you? Like, can you plan that? Like, how does that work as parents, y'all?
you can't. I don't think so. I mean, it's just adjusting, really. Like before PJ, I have a dog as well. So even having a dog
Yo,
and all
y'all
that
dog
stuff.
moms is real.
It is,
Bro,
for real.
like, you be
I've been a mom.
I've been outside, period. Okay. I've been here. Well, today I'm still a bit tired from traveling to Atlanta over the weekend. But today I'm feeling just very at ease. I know that that's 2 words. So I don't know. Effortless. Today I'm feeling effortless. I think that I don't know. Just all day in me being a little tired and having to get up and come into the show this morning and all of that, I was like, man.
You're so grateful.
Yeah, I'm grateful, but also I'm like, because I'm doing something that I love to do, I could do it in my sleep. So literally, I just feel like I'm just letting the things flow. Like it's just effortless. It's just happening. It's just happening for me.
Okay.
In general. So I'm feeling effortless. I'm feeling good though. Really, really feeling good. So I want to get into the latest because I'm excited for us to get to these topics today.
Yeah.
So the latest right now, because y'all know I love to take y'all to court. Your girl love to take y'all to court. The latest, first up on the docket, we were supposed to do that as that was supposed to be like its own segment. What was originally this segment supposed to it was supposed to come in
on the doc damn. I have it though.
I love taking y'all to court though. I feel like it's just easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so first up in the latest, Diddy. There's always updates. We did an update earlier today on the Breakfast Club. What's happening right now is because Puff is about to go to court, his team is beginning to prepare paperwork and different documents where they're talking to the judge and kind of fighting back at prosecutors about certain claims, because they're setting up their defense. So on the Breakfast Club this morning, I'm not going to recap it too much here, but go take a look at that content on the Breakfast Club's YouTube channel if you want to watch it. We talked about the fact that Diddy's team is right now saying that he wasn't he's not a bad person. He didn't do anything illegal. He didn't hurt anybody. Allegedly, he's just a swinger. Period.
Yeah.
Now,
but we saw the video. He did hurt somebody.
Well, we saw Cassie's video.
But that's not getting charged.
That's
right?
not what he's currently being charged for, though.
Okay.
So they're saying when it comes to anything sexual, consensual, you know what I mean? They've been claiming that everything was consensual.
Yeah.
But they're saying that the lifestyle he was living when it comes to dealing with sex workers and these parties, it's just the life of a swinger.
Yeah.
And that it's not fair for Puff to be compared to other high profile people who also live this lifestyle but did hurt people or had these other alleged claims thrown on them. And I know they didn't say this in the report I saw, but I know that people have been comparing this a lot to Epstein and Harvey Weinstein and just all these different things. So I think they're trying to separate that. But in a new story that just broke, TMZ just broke this story. Now in these documents, Diddy's team is claiming that Diddy lacked the mental capacity to commit any of the crimes that they're alleging that he committed.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, what they're saying is that you have all of these victims who are saying, yo, I was drugged, I was incoherent, I didn't know what was going on. Puff's team is like, well, he was also using drugs. He was also not incoherent when a lot of these parties that he's alleging he didn't do anything wrong in, but when these acts were going down, a lot of them he couldn't remember, or he's not in control of himself fully either.
My question
Wait,
is, can he, if that's the case, does that mean that, okay, even if you did the crime, can it be under insanity? Is that how that goes? Something like
So
that?
basically, what they're trying to do is they're trying to say that like he was under an influence of something that took away his control to be able to think things through cognitively,
Yeah.
right? Or not even think things through, because then they're saying, well, maybe he did do it, he just didn't, like he wasn't thinking about it enough to tell himself no. What they're saying is that even if this stuff were true, he was so wasted and it was out of his control. A lot of these things, number one, he's not going to recount, but also two, yes, he's not able to make a lot of his own decisions in a way that a person who is sober would make. And he even has a doctor that I guess is testifying, or not testifying, but in these court documents, they mentioned that there's a doctor who did some sort of evaluations, or I guess had some sort of conversations about whatever it was that he's alleging he was using then, that talks about why he would have been unable to make certain decisions and why certain things would have happened, allegedly, that he wasn't in control of.
But what about the baby oil?
I mean, he's saying he wasn't. What he's saying is like, yeah, I was like, I'm at the. So I'm hypothetically speaking. He's saying I'm at the location of the crime and the alleged crime, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what he's saying is that I'm here not because I'm trying to rape or sex traffic or abuse anybody. These are swinger parties. This is a lifestyle that I live. And I'm under the influence of these drugs. So I'm having a good time. We're doing all these things. Even if you were to allege that I did these things to these people, I don't have control over
But
that.
I'm saying, like, wasn't he in control? Like, he knew what the baby oil did, though.
What did the baby
But
oil
my
do?
question is,
And they say they put drugs in the
date
baby
raping-
oil.
That was
was that fake or real?
so the drugs in the baby oil is not a fact.
Uh-huh.
The reason why that came up was because in one of the documents, in one of the what are these? In one of the lawsuits that was filed, one of the attorneys said that there had been conversations and reports. So reportedly, there was baby oil that was drugged. So they put that in documents to basically create this whole narrative so then they could present what they're alleging was done to their client. But they're not saying that happened to their client. They're saying this man is notorious for A, B, C, and D. He has all this power. And according to what people are saying out in the world, he be putting this, like, it goes as far as him throwing things into the baby oil. But that wasn't a fact or anything that was proven, nor was it alleged by this other attorney that this happened to their client. They just brought it up to paint a picture of him as this like horrible person.
Okay.
Yeah. But here's the thing though. In the documents that they filed, the alleged condition, so like in order for us to know like what he was under the influence over or under and like what that did to him mentally, it's redacted. So you don't really know. But basically they give some clues. And in the clues that they give, they say prosecutors say legal precedent requires for the defense to give proper notice before offering any evidence of effects of drugs and alcohol on a defendant's memory or cognitive function. So the other side that wants to sit Diddy down is like, I mean, we hear y'all, but this is irrelevant, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, if you're going to allege that he was under the influence of any drugs or alcohol where he was unable to make cognitive decisions for himself, there's a certain time period that you have to do that within. Yeah. And that wasn't done. Now, all of a sudden, y'all bringing it to the table. So from that, TMZ was able to read that and be like, oh, the medical condition that he's claiming makes him mentally incapable of makes him mentally incapable of being able to commit these crimes has to be drugs or alcohol because they state this rule.
Okay.
Taylor, you ain't buying it.
No, I mean, no, I'm wrong. Like, I don't wish to see Diddy, under attack or nothing like that either. He gave me a lot of good jobs over the years.
What did you do with Diddy? What jobs did you have? I worked.
No. I said he gave me a lot of good drops.
Jobs. Oh, I actually worked with them.
I never worked with him.
When he wrote out Ciroc, I worked with him.
I was trying to see if I could work with him, but like literally, like the shit, that whole thing dropped like maybe when I was in
Trying to get work with.
yeah, like, but I'm saying he gave me good like drops. He shouted out my production company, all the other stuff. But yeah.
Well,
he's always been nice when I met him.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
And then he threw that whole girl down, threw Cass up and down the hallway. I mean, but again, that doesn't make him guilty of these things.
Yes.
We still gotta wait to let it play out. But it does. When I saw that, I mean, I'd heard certain things or I'd never seen anything.
I'm
but
not
I saw that
surprised.
video.
Not
I
necessarily
wasn't
the
really
Cassie
surprised
thing, but
either.
like more so. I mean, I've heard stuff with the Cassie stuff before even seeing the video.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised even with this whole lawsuit with the drugs and rapes because Diddy's kind of confessed himself that he's
toxic. He's never come out and been like, "Yo, I be beating." Like I be
but I'm
I
saying
be tearing my girls down. Like
I'm talking
what?
about his sexuality. That's all.
and he apologized to Cassie on several times about about his dark days and his dark times.
You say he apologized to her?
Yeah, like when he would get awards, he would always apologize. Like
I
for
feel
the
like
times
he
when I
taunted
was-
her that last time. Didn't you know what I'm talking about?
100 with y'all. I was in a dark place for a few years, you know what I'm saying? And I have to give a special thank you, shout out, thank you, all that love. I got to give a special thank you to the people that was really like there for me. Bishop T.D. Jakes, and also Cassie for holding me down in the dark times. Love.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing.
See, but that's because the crimes came out. Like all the shit came out.
No,
So
it
this
came
is
out right after that.
Yeah, but he's
What?
saying because that came out right after. Now
You
you're
have
looking at
this
it as him
perspective.
taunting. Because I remember when he did it. I think it was the Grammys when he
Yeah.
received that award because he performed 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And Young Mike, it was either
no, it's
BET,
MTV.
whatever it was. Okay, MTV. Yes. Video
Yeah,
Music
when he
Awards.
got the
Yes. I thought this was before the Cassie beating video. I only thought that was crazy because Young Miami was in the
exactly.
audience. And I was
Yeah,
like,
that's why I feel like it was.
Puff got a different type of hold on the women in his life because they all just be hanging out in the backyard and barbecues and
Well, the question is, does it make him a criminal?
does what?
All of these things make him a criminal or some vicious beast.
I think
that video makes it. What? All Scorpios are
A
not.
Scorpio?
I didn't say that.
How
I
can
said
you blame-
he's a toxic
I
Scorpio.
think that the video makes him definitely. He definitely is he's hell for that video. He deserves somebody need to drag.
But even then, he's saying like, okay, if I did anything like any of these actions, I was on drugs.
But even then, and still, and here's the thing, right? Because prosecutors are like, okay, that's cute. Like we hear you, sis, that's cute. But what does that matter? Because what they probably are going to argue if I'm a prosecutor, I want these defenses to come. You can easily take this down. Number one, my first thought is, okay, so you're admitting that things may have happened, right? Because now you leave a gray area that if I'm a prosecutor, I'm gonna lean into because you're like, yo, he wasn't even coherent enough to commit these crimes, but these people over here are saying that these crimes happen. So now this is gray area of, well, if they happened and you just weren't coherent, does that matter? Like if this is completely a different scenario, but think about people who drink and drive, right? Just because you get behind the wheel of a car and you're under the influence and you hurt someone when you're driving drunk, it doesn't mean that it's like, oh my God, but I was drunk. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people get a lot of years in jail for drinking and driving and killing people.
So unless he's gonna come out and say he was drugged or he was given these drinks and this was all against his will, so he's a victim as well, I don't understand why this would be a good defense.
My only opinion is maybe this is better than anything else. Like, what can we put on the table that if I get convicted, is going to be on this basis, and this is the punishment for that versus I'm gonna get a punishment for something greater, right? Oh, I was under drugs. How many years do you get in jail if you were? I think it's called insanity, right? If you use drugs, you commit a crime.
Yeah, but it depends on what the crime is. Like
and then what is the actual crime that Diddy is being?
It's a couple of them.
Sex trafficking, racketeering.
I'll get the exact crimes. Give me a second. But there's a few of them. But another thing here too is like that doctor that they're saying will be like his like almost like a key witness or like a verified testimony of the medical facts on whatever he's claiming is wrong with him or was wrong with him at the time because of whatever he took or experienced what prosecutors are pointing out is saying, well, this doctor's opinion on whether Diddy was like lucid or not lucid is irrelevant because the doctor never personally examined Diddy. It's and definitely not at the time when it was happening, right? Like, so if that's the case, you're going off of other findings, which doctors do in cases. Like that's not that's not something that's like new or like unheard of.
Yeah.
But it's not strong, is my point.
It's not. And my other question is, what else is Diddy's defense for this?
So right now we got, matter of fact, I'm about to start compiling a list of everything that comes out as the defense. Right now we got he wasn't what is this?
He wasn't coherent.
Yeah,
He
so
was
he
on
lacked
drugs just like everybody
he
else.
lacked mental capacity. He was high and he was drunk.
Yeah.
Right?
He like, I sucked the titties, but I didn't even know until next year.
Yeah. Right.
Sucking titties and not
you-
even knowing.
But then they were still sucked.
Right, but she got him sucked.
Ex-
I'm sorry.
I just said
We
that.
mean,
Like, why are you like why you I just be thinking, right? If we both take drugs and I do something that you didn't like, we're both drunk or high or something. Like, how much can you accuse me for? Like, how much can you be like, yo, Diddy, I was fucked up. Like, you fucked me.
What you mean? I don't
Like,
understand
you
your
ever
thought.
I know what he's trying to say.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't
like
think
sometimes
It's
if you
essential
go out on
between both, if y'all both high. And
yeah, both got high. Like, say you
But
and,
if we both high and
I
I'm-
have sex with you, we have sex.
But if we both high and you make me have sex with a sex worker and I'm telling you I don't want to, or if there's a lot of people alleging that allegedly, and there's a lot of people alleging that like there was like violent rape claims and like like just there's a lot of things being alleged. There's people that are alleging that they were
Yeah.
taken from us
So then
state
the
to
issue-
state and made to do things, and they were threatened with like, yo, I got videos of you allegedly, right?
Yeah.
Just because we both high don't mean that.
Yeah, this is a different. See, it sounds like the way the defense is making it seem like, oh, it's just a party we always partake.
That's
in
what
it.
they're trying to lean into.
And
yes.
that might not really go too well. Period. Right? We understand that. So,
Well,
if you present it as a party, but then what if the other team like, yeah, I was partying, but then it went too far.
You
Like,
can be partying and still you don't have to be allegedly these things that people are claiming was done to them. You
Yeah.
could be at a party and that still does not have to happen to you.
yeah,
If I wear it's the OG scenario. If I wear a short skirt, that don't mean that I want you to go up my skirt.
fuck.
All right.
Fuck.
I mean, that's deep. I mean, shit. Like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Do you think that he should be in jail while they wait this trial though?
No.
You don't think so?
I think honestly, I feel like the whole Diddy shit is a little out of hand because look how long it's taken just to get basic information about like people are saying things like that. At one point there was a gag order, nobody could say nothing, but then they were still releasing shit in the media,
There still is a gag order.
and they still releasing shit in the media, right? So
Well, people are just obtaining these things.
yeah, but who, right? So it just make me curious about like, all right, is he really getting a fair trial? Even if he did the smallest
No way
thing.
he gonna get a fair trial.
I don't
He's
think-
Diddy.
yeah, I don't
He's
think
Diddy
he
and
can.
that Cassie video came out. It's not happening.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
happening.
I think he's.
But the actual trial can be fair, but in the public opinion,
Yeah,
it's
that's what
not.
I mean. There's no way, like, and I be thinking about that all the time. Like, how do you, as a juror or a judge, and even if it's not your world, it becomes so big that it's
Right.
like, how do you not?
It's gonna
Yeah.
still
You know
look
what I
at him
mean?
as-
They
Like,
have to, but so some information comes out, but then there's small detailed information that stays in that the jury is gonna get that, and the whole world is gonna get. Even us right now, we're receiving information as it comes.
my
Right.
goal is to be in the actual
Case.
trial when it starts. Yeah,
That's right.
I reached out. I'm trying to be.
Can you
actually
visit
there.
Diddy though?
I don't want to visit Diddy. I don't
Why
want to
not?
visit. I mean, I just. Well, I don't. I mean, I would. If
I mean, it's
to do a sit down interview.
Yeah.
this shit ain't
Can you
even.
do that?
You
Yeah,
can
I
just
mean-
bring audio, but or
No,
it can be zero.
You
and
can.
just
Yeah,
have
you
a
can do that. I
conversation.
didn't know why you were asking me. Can I visit him?
Oh,
So my
oh,
first
not on some
reaction
freak
was
shit.
like, hold up, like what's
Like,
going on?
I did it before.
Why are you telling my business?
No. Oh, so I didn't know you visit Diddy.
Wait,
That's what
I
you
didn't
mean.
visit Diddy before, but I've gone on visits before. You know what?
Oh, you visited
Why-
him before?
No,
Oh,
not
oh, okay.
Diddy. Like I just been to visits before.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has.
I haven't.
I mean, my cousin was in jail. That was.
I've never been to.
It's
a
not
jail
that. It's not
before.
that bad. It's not that bad to sit down with.
All right, we're gonna wrap this
You know.
up. I don't honestly understand how we even got here.
Let's go back 1 second though. So what are all his defenses? Right now, we know
It's only two. It's the he's a swinger and he didn't commit any crimes. Like they were just basically like this is just his lifestyle and it's unfair to throw the crimes attached to just a lifestyle that this man was living, and that he wasn't mentally capable of orchestrating these crimes at the time because of drugs and or alcohol.
All right, and my
allegedly.
last question. Do you think this is being said to sway the public? Like people that are swingers could understand and people that do drugs could understand?
Yeah, but do you think it's gonna work? Did
exactly,
anything I just said to you over the do you hear the words that's coming out of my mouth?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Yeah.
Anything I just said to you, did that change how you felt about the case?
I actually have a unique opinion about the case that I rather
You
not
think
share
he's
right
a black man being taken down? That's not unique. That's every black
No,
every
no,
black
no, I
person
don't-
that still eat oodles and noodles feel like that.
Number one, I agree. All right, I don't think they're getting a fair case. I don't eat oodles and noodles, so boom.
But you did the chicken flavor.
Never.
You never had oodles.
I do shrimp and I add
Okay.
onions and celery with cheese.
Okay, so people that do
little
that,
bit of
there's
hot sauce.
the movement of this. They trying to take a black mogul down is strong in certain parts of these
It
streets. Go
definitely
ahead.
is.
It's what the Grand Rising Kings and the oodles and noodles packs.
Yeah, I'm neither.
Okay.
I'm neither.
Not
I
oodles
just
and
think
noodles pack.
I just think that I think I don't know. We're just gonna see what happens when all this shit comes to
Yeah.
the surface.
And
I do think he is gonna get released, and I think he's gonna be back to Diddy as usual.
I don't think so.
He's not going to, even if he gets released, I do think he's going to get off some of these allegations because the cases are falling apart because some people are just trying to, you know what I mean, get a
They
little
literally
moment.
have a term saying no Diddy now.
Yeah. Trying
Like,
to get
it's
the moment,
just
but
like
And
don't
he
think
gonna
it's
dig
ever
right
gonna
into
be-
that shit.
I don't think it's ever going to be the same after this. If he was to come home to there tomorrow, he could still, there
would-
is an audience of people that was, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
He would have had to
But
dig
it's
Lil
not like
Nas X. He would have had to come home and then he would have to come out of the closet. That's number one. And then once you come out of the closet, then you're good.
Oh my God. All right, moving on. So to answer your question though, the racketeering conspiracy was that he engaged in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, obstruction of justice, and a couple other crimes.
Damn.
Yeah. Now moving on. I was gonna say moving on up, but it's just moving on. Ari Lennox. So Ari Lennox was asked a question during a live stream, and this question, I didn't even know that this was happening with her. She was talking about whether she would date girls again, and she revealed that
When since when?
that's what I'm saying. I didn't even know it
And
happened.
Ari's my girl. Like I love
Right,
her.
we're gonna take a listen. She revealed that she actually wouldn't, and she's gonna tell us why.
Quasimodo says, would you still give dating a woman a shot? No thirsty. Yes, thirsty. No. I tried for like 1 second, like getting to know this person this year, and then it was like weird, and then I just felt like insecure, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I feel like guys, it's already a lot. Let me just stick to what I know. I feel like women, it's like hard. I don't understand them. You know, I don't even understand myself.
That's weird. I'm not like, let me tell you. I've never done it before, but I've always been told that women dating women works, especially sexually, because as a woman, you know what you need sexually as a woman, right? So I can only imagine like mentally, like we know how each other think a bit. Like we're different people, but like it's certain things that I'm like, as a woman, I can predict a person will feel, think in certain situations. So how do you better understand men and dating them than women when you're a woman?
Well, I think that women understand men very well too.
You do think that? Most men
I think
don't
women
think
are
that.
so intuitive and they know what most men want and how to give it to them and please them in certain ways that
Oh,
others
the
can't.
girls in Brooklyn taking care of you.
Brooklyn is lit.
Yeah. No, because most men that I talk to don't have that same sentiment. Like a lot of men that I talk to feel like, especially today, like
Yeah.
like I'm 33. How old are you, Los?
I'm 34.
Taylor, how old are you?
33.
33. Okay. I feel like a lot of the men that I talk to in our age group and lowriders, if you're listening, that's the name of our community, our audience. Lowriders, if you're listening, I want to know, men, let me know if you feel like women are how Lo said. Like they're very intuitive. They know how to please a man. They know what a man needs at this point in your life, wherever you are dating and how old you are. I want to know. Tweet me, Instagram, all that stuff, Loren LoRosa, right? Men are telling me the complete opposite, that they are encountering women who just don't know how to fulfill their needs. A lot of it though is men are just starting to realize what their needs actually are.
It's the part that women are struggling with right now that men are finally being vulnerable with is their emotions. And I think women sometimes, and it's not all women, because Black women specifically are not monolithic, right? Is that the word?
Yes.
And so some of them understand how to address the man's emotions, while others have never been taught that because their mother wasn't, locked in with their father or good with emotions. And then their father didn't open up as much, so they don't know how to nurture. And I think it all comes back to family.
Yeah. And I also think some women they could know what a guy likes, but they don't care because a lot of people are selfish now.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. Like, we're looking at this generation, and I'll include our generation too, is people just want something. Yeah. Like, people, it's all about them. It's about them and what's good for them.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo. And then also on the other side, the guys are not actually serious. Like, men are not, like...
People are not serious.
They're just not serious.
I'm going to put it
Taylor used to tell me all the time, like when I be up here talking about dating and relationships, she'd be like, girl, do you really want a relationship? Like, are you really serious? Like, are you, because you just out here playing around.
Yeah.
And I will say... I was playing around, even though I was seriously dating people, but not to be with forever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I was just doing it. Like, I was in, you couldn't, you definitely, there was a certain level of dating that I required. Like, I need, you know what I mean? Like, I want to do certain things. Yes. I need certain consistency and attention. But I'm okay if this doesn't last forever because I'm not there right now. But also, I just didn't feel like none of the people I was meeting was there.
I'm going to say something
at that
crazy.
Point.
I feel like women in their 30s specifically, they know what they want, right? And a lot of them don't do what it takes to get what they want.
Oh yeah.
They don't be patient. They don't and by patience, I mean waiting for the right guy to come. They'll date all these people, and some of the guys will be a good guy, good fit, but you won't lock in with them because A, B, C, D, E, or he ain't got his shit together yet, or this. But you're not willing to lock in with them and help them.
But I think
I'm not like that though. I'm not like that.
Both.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a woman or man.
No.
I think men are a lot more particular about who they lock. Like, they might have a bunch of different women, and men compartmentalize. I say this all the time. Men compartmentalize a lot better than we do.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And everybody's gonna feel however you want them to feel, whether it's good, whether it's just for fun, whatever. But men know how they're dealing with a person. But I will say, one thing that I realized about men and women, I agree with you about women and how we are, as far as we'll know we want, but we don't want to build all the time. But I think, number one, not all women are that way. And some of us women get to a point, especially by our 30s, where we've tried to do that. I know for me, I tried to do that and it didn't get to the point that I wanted it to get to. So I stepped away from that person, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm still willing to build with somebody.
And can I say, I think that the women try at the wrong time.
That's at the end of the wrong time in a men's life or
for yourself. You're still growing and blooming as a woman, but you're trying to lock in with this idiot over here that's 25, 26, 27. And you ready. And then you spend 4 years of your life, break up, you hit your 30s, now you want to go out for a drink.
No. I'm just thinking about it because that's majority of my group chats.
That's what I'm saying.
Majority of the people I know in my group chats are And I was that way. All of my 20s, for real, I spent with a person. And I mean, he wasn't an idiot.
Yeah. Maybe, because that cough gave big idiot. I mean, I don't know the nigga if he watching. I don't fight none of that shit.
No, if he's watching, he's not supposed to be, because he has a whole new girlfriend now. She's really white.
They watching both of them. Oh, should I be quiet?
No, you don't have to be quiet about nothing. What I was saying is
you dated him through...
Oh, I dated him through my 20s. I don't think that he was completely an idiot, but I do think that it was the wrong time in my life to date a person that needed what he needed from me. And I think it was the wrong time in his life to date a person like me.
Yeah.
And I honestly I just don't think that we were on the same page ever. But I was trying to like lock in and make it work.
Yeah.
It's opposite your point.
Yeah. No, my point is that you lock in at the wrong time. I think when you're trying to lock in and you're like, it sound like people like, why you waste your whole life? You know what I mean? All this shit. But when you 25, 26, 27, 28, it's like those years are very delicate. I feel like those are years you need to be really investing into yourself as much as possible.
Yeah.
But then when you lock in with somebody else that's not on the same wavelength, they don't understand where you're going, y'all ain't got the same vision. You still learning them and learning you, and then your shit fucked up sometimes, or his shit fucked up sometimes. That's too much to be trying to have a stable relationship.
Right.
Thank God for the people that made it through it and fought for it or whatever. But most people in their 20s and they homegirls out having fun and your homeboys and all this shit, you can't even have fun the way you want to have fun because somebody worry about what shirt you got on, like as a woman.
Time.
With a man?
Yes.
Shit. With him?
Yeah, but we were in college and he was in a different state. I was in a different state too. So he was out being a hoe too.
No, see, and that's what I'm saying. Not being a hoe. We talking about locking in.
Sorry.
God,
So you just told on yourself?
y'all was hoes.
No.
Well,
wait.
No, but I do think that
I don't know what
women,
I said.
I'm don't worry about it. It's real.
No, my mental capacity is not here right now.
Oh, you sound like somebody we know.
Question.
Like Diddy.
I feel like a little bit. So would you go date on the other side? Would you date a woman?
I would not date a woman. I do think that like every girl has like I want to try it, like sexual, like urge, not urge, but like it's like curiosity.
No,
you wouldn't like you.
I've had don't get me wrong, and I said this before on Bring It Is. I did have a girl eat me out before.
See,
most women have.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, time out. She offered. I'm a pillow princess. If you want a guy could do that, go right the fuck ahead. Like I don't give a fuck the gender necessarily. Just lay back and let them go to work.
Ooh.
But I wasn't attracted to her though. That's what I'm saying. Like I could look at a girl and like, oh, she's gorgeous, but it's me. I don't want to fuck her though. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't feel like that.
Okay, that's that. Yeah. That's where I'm at with it. Like I think. And honestly, it's only certain people. Like Young and May, I think is so fine.
Really?
Because she remind me of just like a rapper, like a Brooklyn, aggressive, like
Young May is very attractive.
like you know what I mean? That's my problem. You stay away from.
I
the
like
streets.
Doms a little bit.
Doms. Oh, she's a dominant.
Not over me, but I was just saying I still like women that dress masculine a little bit. I like that.
You from Baltimore? It's been rough for you.
No, but this is New York. It's different. These girls be different.
They be swaggy too.
And Philly.
Oh yeah, my best friend from Philly.
They be different. They be different, yo. Because some girls out here that dress like a man. They still can get in and they know it confidently.
Yeah, they be fly.
Yeah, I saw one that was
swag. They be fly now. Like it's like I'm not fully, but like I'm in. This is all men's clothing that I'm in today.
You don't got on jeans and Timberlands though.
I got on jeans and Jordans. I'm as close to a Brooklyn girl as I'm gonna get. Yeah. And I'm in Godspeed. Shout out to Godspeed. This is hella New York.
I know you're right.
But I'm not like if I have like a varsity and all that. But I do that sometimes. I like Tiana Taylor.
Yeah,
I love her vibe.
But you give me girly girl vibes.
I can be girly, but I'm honestly a tomboy. I just
girly girl tomboy.
Yeah.
Because like let's talk about Ari real quick though, right? So she said she wouldn't go back to the other side. Why do you think that?
What she said?
Because she basically said it's enough problems where she at. She can't even figure men out. Now she can't figure women out, so she's gonna stay where she at. I thought it was interesting that she said she was insecure. And I don't know if it's because.
Imagine, man.
But why though?
What if she like girly girls? And
exactly.
Both of y'all doing makeup and all that shit. Like,
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Do men get insecure about women who like other women because now you gotta compete with both sexes?
Not me.
So you don't ever feel like, dang, like
I'm like, I know my place.
My man said that he thinks it's cheating. Like if I was to kiss a girl, he said I'm cheating on him.
Well, in 2025.
And then he's gonna try to see if I could do a threesome.
But okay, outside of the threesome, wait, you would do a threesome?
No, absolutely not.
I've had.
I don't share.
Threesomes.
But like women that you're seriously dating, or like just women you like dealing with?
Both. Well, both of them I was seriously dating.
With the ones that you're seriously dating. Oh wait, what?
are
Oh, are
you
you two of your
polyamorous?
girls together?
Yeah, and that was, oh my God, that was great.
Are you poly?
No, I could have been records. I wanted to, but I don't know. I think after I like gave serious consideration, I was like, I think I'd rather be with one person. Because I'm a type of person that I'm like, once I lock in on something, that's it. So I don't want to like make one person feel.
Because I don't know how Neo does it.
No, I couldn't.
Neo is
I just think
a nigga.
But I just feel like it's a lot, though.
But like
It's
with
just a
Ari
lot.
Lennox, though, right? It's like, so for instance, in Neo situations, like you have these girls, they have the understanding, they all get their equal time. They probably do get insecure, all that, but they all it's gonna circle back around
Because he
eventually.
got money.
With Ari Lennox, it's like, I don't understand what you're insecure about because like it's
Well,
girls. You could also go date a guy.
Ari Lennox also shows her insecurities as an artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like she's very vulnerable, and her body is natural. She had to make noise about that. Same thing with the Corey girl. I know that's not the topic,
Corey
but
LoRen.
Corey LoRen. I feel like there's a level of insecurity nowadays when you have to embrace yourself and the way you look as a woman when you're all natural makeup.
Yeah, she's
natural
comparing
hair.
herself to the girl.
You know what I mean? And the girl is there.
To the other girl that
you
the
know,
man can potentially
and you
look
don't
at. Okay.
know, you don't. I just feel like men just do things differently, right? I'm gonna just say it. Like I feel like
Niggas be
we
insecure too.
No, I'm just saying, but the affirmations that we give come from a different place, and people gonna disagree with me on that. But I do feel like men supply women with a certain level of masculinity that's very unique to men. I feel like women can play a masculine role or be masculine or show watch my words, but like show a way that like men are, but they can never be that. You know what I mean? Like as a man, how we demonstrate our masculinity
And that's
in
why
love.
I couldn't date. That's why I don't think I could date a woman because I think that there's certain things that certain energy that a man gives off, even if he could just be in your presence and not say nothing. It's a certain energy that you get from your man that like it's just.
Yeah.
And
I'll give you an example.
The same body parts as me.
I was staying.
Some people enjoy that, Taylor.
That's weird to me. I don't want to scissor.
Yeah.
I mean, you can use a strap on.
I don't even want.
And that's even worse to me.
Like
Give me
all
the real
that,
thing.
like all that is terrible. All right.
To each his own.
Yeah, to each his own.
And I want to say,
I said it's terrible. It's not that terrible.
I want to say too, for the record, I just y'all know I'll be over here Googling because it bothered me that I couldn't figure out what stream she was on. And then I started looking. This clip is actually from September 2024, but it's going re-viral again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah.
But
Man, shout out to Ari Lennox. I feel like she's a real woman. Like she's staying on business to me. She's singing her heart out. She's vulnerable. She makes great love music. I seen a white girl in Brooklyn singing her music. So she affecting the whole world. People want to be like her. And enough people don't embrace it. So shout out to her.
I like her.
Yeah, I love her.
I like her. Oh, you know what? She ain't doing no more.
Get back to that dick, Ari.
Oh.
In
front of baby Taylor's in here acting up in front of baby PJ.
I seen what she did have a man. She messed with masculine black men with cornrows and look thorough, like they can really protect you.
I'm trying to tell you, I think for some people, the dating a woman thing is just like, you're just curious and you want to try things and like whatever. Some people, it depends. I know other people have done it because they've gotten into so many like bad situations with men. They think it's gonna be any different. But like people are people across the board. Relationships are relationships, whether you're doing it with a man. Because a man can make you insecure too. Yeah. If you're dating him as a woman. Like, so I don't know. But
definitely niggas ain't trying to compete with you. Niggas ain't both of y'all ain't shopping at Shein and fucking Fashion Nova.
Not the outfit off. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, like ain't like you go in because even with men, like if your homeboy dressed fresh and you ain't that, niggas gonna be able to tell the difference. So if I had two girls with me, automatically somebody gonna say she nicer.
When you look at the friend group, you know, like, okay, bet. All right, sis, you can look at the friend group and kind of there's tiers of friend groups. Like, you know.
But Ari is the shit.
Period.
Hands down.
Period. Well,
you know where I be at, Ari.
What?
All right.
Oh, nobody want. Like what?
All right, we outside.
Yes. Okay.
Speaking of,
period. Outside in the streets or the tweets. That was a great segue. That was such a great segue.
You for the tweets.
We outside. We outside. We outside. Outside in the tweets.
Every other page I go.
Okay. So yes. So the lowriders on X are going off about that tweet. I tweeted, I'm so grateful God has given me my point of view. I took that from Los earlier in the episode. I thought that it was a fire line, so I tweeted it out. This is MVP of PBT on X. Yeah, so saying mindset is everything. Your perception is your reality. Then Foxy Oxy said, me too, giving me so much broad outlook instead of the one that fits and pacifies my world is the absolute best feeling. They feeling this one-liner, Los. They feeling it.
T-shirt.
You should. The girls is going off about it. Literally, the girls.
Let me hear what they gotta say.
I just told you what they had to say. That was the point of the segment. Did you miss it? It's
say
done.
something again. Oh, that's it.
It hit that fast. It came and it went.
Yeah,
all right, y'all. This has been another episode of the latest
Darius,
with
right?
Loren, huh?
They see Darius.
Slow.
Not slow. I'm quick as shit. I was over there.
No,
over there,
I wouldn't call it slow.
Still in the center.
Outside the box thinker.
That's right, girl.
Okay.
No, that's right.
All right.
Shout out to God.
What? I mean, it's always shout out to God, but like that was random.
Thank God for my POV outside the box.
Shout out to God.
Thank you. Shout out to
All
God.
right. Well, but I would say what have we learned from this episode, but I think what we've learned is what, y'all?
If you're gonna do a swingers party, don't invite Ari Lennox and don't do drugs.
Okay, that is it. Normally they're a little bit more deep and more substance, but I'm not mad at that. I think that's good advice. I don't think she would come anyway, and you should definitely be safe anywhere you swinging anything. So that has been the latest with Loren LoRosa. I'm Loren LoRosa. I tell you guys this every episode because I mean it. At the end of the day, there's always a lot to talk about, and every single time you choose to be right here with me to talk about it, I appreciate y'all. I'm the homegirl that knows a bit about everything and everybody. I will see you guys on my next episode.